The point is we are interested in converting the NFA with epsilon transition to without epsilon transition. So definitely both will be NFA. So you know already what is NFA and what is NFA with epsilon transitions. So here again there are two methods. So we will be very first discussing the direct method. So in direct method what we do is whenever we are interested in converting NFA with epsilon transition to without epsilon transition, we need to know some details of what do you mean by epsilon closure. Okay, so what is the epsilon closure of a state? It is nothing but all reachable states through empty input symbol. Empty input symbol means here in this example, as you can see, now this is state q0. I can reach to q0 without any input stream. Similarly, from this diagram, you can understand I can move from Q0 to Q1 as well without any input symbol, which is written as a 0, 1, 2. These are the exact input symbols. Okay, without giving this input symbol also, it is possible to transit from Q0 to Q1. Right? Similarly, I can even reach from Q0 to Q2 with the empty string, this empty string and this empty string. So I can reach to Q0, Q1 and Q2 without any input symbol. So all these three states are coming as the epsilon closure of state Q0. Okay. So what is the epsilon closure of Q0? Epsilon closure of Q0 will be state Q0, Q1 and Q2. Similarly, what will be the epsilon closure of Q1? Epsilon closure of Q1 will be the all reachable states from Q1 with the empty string. So from Q1 with the empty string, I can reach to Q1 as well as I can reach to state Q2. I cannot reach to Q0 because there is no path available from Q1 to Q0 with the empty string. So which are the reachable state with the empty string? The Q1 and Q2. So epsilon closure of Q1 is the Q1 and Q2. Similarly, the epsilon closure of Q2 is Q2 because again there is no other transition from Q2 with empty string. So I can reach without any input to itself, that is the Q2 state. So here the epsilon closure of Q2 will be Q2. So this information is required when we are converting NFA with epsilon transition to NFA without epsilon transition. Now, we are representing NFA with epsilon moves or epsilon transition as machine M1, for example, Q, alphabet, delta, Q0 and F. Okay, where what was our Q? As we have seen, we had three states, Q0, Q1, Q2. What was our alphabet? Our alphabet was 0, 1 and 2. What was our delta? Our delta was this function, or we can say this whole transition graph is representing our delta. Then what is the initial state? Q0 was initial state, and which was the final state? Q2 was final state. Double circle was there on only Q2. Right? So now we are interested in converting NFA with to without epsilon moves, and we will be representing it with the help of suppose M2 machine. So as we have discussed in NFA to DFA conversion, that case what is required? In that case, we have seen that some parameters from these five tuples are changing. In NFA to DFA, which parameters are changing? Our Q was changed to Q dash, right? Second, what is changed? Delta was changed to delta dash. Then what about final state? Had we had change in final state? Yes, we had also change in a final state, right? Similarly, when we are converting NFA with epsilon move to without epsilon move, we are getting changes in only two parameters, which are those the delta dash and F dash. Q0, Q is remaining same, alphabet is remaining same, and Q0 is remaining same. other two parameters are changing. Now, there must be some mechanism to have the conversion from delta to delta dash and f to f dash. Okay. So since q is same, so here we will be having how many states? We will be having q0, q1 and q2 states only. What will be our alphabet? It will be having 0, 1 and 2. Right? Now, what will be the delta dash? So for delta dash, the formula is delta cap, note it down, delta cap q comma a. What is q? Any state. What is a? Any input valid symbol. Why valid symbol? Because in NFA without epsilon move, empty string is not allowed. So it a is representing here either 0 or 1 or 2, right? So here delta dash q comma a is equal to, this is a formula, epsilon closure of delta cap q comma epsilon comma a. Okay, where what is this delta cap? This is something new you are finding. So this is actually nothing but the epsilon closure of q state. So there is another representation for any epsilon closure for any state is delta cap q comma empty string. Understood? I hope you have written down and understood it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so should I move? Now we have to convert delta to delta dash. This is our delta, right? And we want to convert this delta to delta dash. So we will apply the formula. What was the formula? Delta dash q0 comma 0. So here it was a q and it was a, right? Epsilon closure of delta cap q0. See again formula. I have written the same formula. C q comma a epsilon closure delta cap. Okay, delta cap, and it is q comma epsilon. So here q is nothing but q0. So q0 comma epsilon comma, what is a? A is nothing but 0. So 0 is put. Now we have to simplify this. So in simplification, what we will do? We will do here delta dash q0 comma 0 is equal to this. Therefore, epsilon closure delta of, what is the epsilon closure of q0? Just now we have seen it is q0, q1 and q2 comma 0, right? So now you can see here, yes. So here q0, q1, q2 comma 0. So you have to take union of all this. So q0 comma 0 union q1 comma 0 union q2 comma 0. So what is the value of delta q0 comma 0? See here, this is your delta table. What is q0 comma 0? It is q0. So here q0 is written. Then delta q1 comma 0. q1 comma 0. q1 comma 0 is 5. So 5 is written. q2 comma 0, 5. So 5 is written, right? So now after doing union of all this, you'll be getting epsilon closure of q0, and you know already what is the epsilon closure of q0? It is nothing but q0, q1, q2. Okay, so this is the value for delta dash q0 comma 0 is equal to q0, q1, q2. See, in this table we have made the entry q0 on 0 moves to q0, q1 and q2, right? Similarly, you will be finding the value for next, that is delta dash is q0 comma 1. So again you will be taking union with combination of 1. So here delta q0 comma 1 union q1 comma 1 union q2 comma 1. So now we will see again what is q0 comma 1. it is 5. So 5 is written. Q1 comma 1, it is Q1, right? Similarly, Q2 comma 1 is 5 again. So it will give you epsilon closure of Q1. Now, you know the epsilon closure of Q1 is nothing but Q1 and Q2. So you have put that entry here, delta dash Q0 comma delta dash Q0 comma 1 is equal is having entry as Q1 Q2. Now you have to make all the entries here accordingly. You have to fill this table for all the entries following the same type of steps. Now this will be your delta dash. Okay. Now what about the F dash? What is your F dash? So how to find out F dash? So F dash is nothing but all the states in which epsilon closure contains the final state. Once again repeating. Now we have seen epsilon closure of all these three states. In this, if the final state is present, okay, what was the final state in our example? In this example, we had only one final state, right? Q2. Okay, so if Q2 is present in the epsilon closure of any of the state, that will be the part of set of final states. So since Q2 is available in epsilon closure of Q0, epsilon closure of Q1, epsilon closure of Q2. So all these three states will be in the F dash. So what will be your F dash? Your F dash will be Q0, Q1 and Q2. Is it clear? Okay. So since these are the final states, all are marked with the star. See here. All are marked with the star. Okay. So you have to fill all these entry and draw the transition graph. Okay. So when you will be drawing the transition graph, so how quickly we can draw it, how you will do it? So Q0 on 2 will be what? If I want to find out, can you tell me? Q0 on 2, Q0 on 2 goes to 5, right? So epsilon closure of Q0 is nothing but your Q0, Q1, Q2. So we have to check it for Q0 on 2 goes to 5, Q1 on 2 goes to 5, and Q2 on 2 goes to Q2. So here the entry will be Q2. You can detailed way complete all these things and do it. Okay. Similarly, when we are talking about Q1 row, so Q1 row is having Q1 comma 0. So what is the epsilon closure of Q1? Epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1 Q2. So we will check for Q1 and Q2 states. So Q1 on 0 goes to 5 and Q2 on 0 goes to 5. So it will be 5. You can make me correct. Okay. Second, Q1 Q2 on 1 is going to Q1 and epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1 Q2. Similarly, Q1 on 2. Okay, so Q1 Q2. So it is giving you what? The epsilon closure of Q2. Epsilon closure of Q2 is Q2. See, you have to verify. I'm just quickly because I want to show you the transition graph. So in yesterday's discussion, I have asked you to do the things, but now since we are having little time, we can complete it. Now Q2. So this row is completed. Next is Q2 on 0. Okay. So Q2 on 0, it is a 5, right? Next. So what will be the value of Q2? So Q2 on 0. So delta cap of Q2 is what? No reachable state, only Q2 is reachable state. So what is the epsilon closure of Q2? So epsilon closure of Q2 is what? Q2 only. So Q2 on 0 goes nowhere. Q2 on 1 goes nowhere. And Q2 on 2 goes to Q2. So this will be your final transition table. You verify it. We can discuss definitely in the next lecture if you feel that something has gone wrong. So I am expecting the corrections. Now we will draw this diagram. So since all are the final state, I need to make double circle for all the states. So Q0, Q1 and Q2. Right? So now we will be having what? We have to show the transitions. So how we will show the transitions? So Q0 on 0 goes, this is a NFA, okay? So it is not a single state. If it is a DFA, it will be the combination of Q0, Q1, Q2 as a single state, but it is a NFA, so it can reach to multiple states on 0. So to which states it is reaching? It is reaching to itself. It is reaching to Q1 as well on 0. It is also reaching to Q2 as well on 0. Next, Q0 on 1 moves to Q1 and Q2. So there is one more way to show that Q1, 1 minute, Q0 on 1, Q0 on 1 moves to Q2. So Q0 on 0 moves to Q2 instead of making multiple arrows. So there will be one more arrow from Q0 to Q2 marking transition with one symbol. So another way is I can put here comma. So this also indicates that Q0 on 0 moves to Q2. Q0 on 1 also moves to Q2. So in this way you can have combination. So I could have also done combination here 0 comma 1, right? So since there was a place, I have done it. Now Q0 on 2 goes to Q2. Q0 on 2 moves to Q2. So I can write here 2 as well. Okay. So this row is shown. Now next row is Q1. So Q1 on 0 goes nowhere. Q1 on 1 goes to itself as well as to Q2. Right? Second, Q1 on 2 moves to Q2. So here I can write same thing with the comma. Q1 on 2 moves to Q2. Q1 on 2 moves to Q2. So this row is also shown. Now Q2, Q2 on 0 goes nowhere, Q2 on 1 goes nowhere, and Q2 on 2 goes to itself. So this will be your transition graph, which is equivalent to the transition graph or transition table which we have discussed in the yesterday's lecture. That is this one. See here. So this was your with the NFA with the epsilon move, while this particular transition graph is for the NFA without epsilon move. Is it a NFA? Yes. See here with 0 it is moving to multiple states. See Q0 on 0 is moving to 3 states. So it is a NFA. Now we have to confirm whether it is really equivalent. So how we will verify it is equivalent? If the language which is acceptable by this NFA with epsilon move, if it is also acceptable by this NFA without epsilon move, then we can say that so all strings which are acceptable by the NFA without epsilon with epsilon move and the without epsilon move, then and then only we can claim that both are same, okay, or equivalent. So we have taken yesterday multiple examples. So I'll take this example and suppose this example. So we have seen that this was not acceptable and this was acceptable by epsilon move. So we will verify. So very first we will take the example 102. So on Q0 you are giving input as 1, right? So Q0 on 1 moves to Q1. Next, Q1 on 0. Q1 on 0, there is no such moves available. Okay, so for the acceptance, you can say that now you are in Q1, so it is a final state, so it should be acceptable. But what is the condition? Whenever you are showing the acceptance of a string, it is necessary whole string must be read, and then only whichever state you are reaching, accordingly you have to decide or you have to give the decision whether it is acceptable or not. So you have read 1, you are in Q1, but when you are in a 0, when you are reading 0, there is no move available, okay, so you are getting trapped in Q1, okay, since whole string is not read, you are saying that it is not acceptable, okay. Now next string is 012. So for 012 you are having, see, on Q0 you are reading very first 0, so you will remain in Q0, first the input symbol is red. Next, 1. 1 is given as input to Q0 state. So Q0 on 1 moves to Q1. Okay. Now you are reading to Q2, 2. So now Q1 on 2. So whether path is available? Yes, path is available. So Q1 on 2 moves to Q2, right? Now our whole string is read, and now we are verifying whether we have reached to final state. Yes, we have reached to final state, that is Q2. So that will be acceptable. Understood? So this will be acceptable, this will not be. Again, we have taken simple example 0, 1, 2, all these are acceptable. See here, when you are giving input as 0, it will remain in Q0. Since Q0 is a final state, it is acceptable. If you are giving 1, so Q0 on 1 moves to Q1. So whole string is read and you are in Q1 and it is a final state, acceptable. Similarly, 2, when you give input 2, you are reaching to Q2, right? And that is also final state. So this will be your equivalent NFA without epsilon move. Have you understood it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So have you noted down all these things? So you have to write in your copy in this way the derivation for making entries so that you will be confident, because very directly I have made all these entries, but those entries, all these entries I have done, this all blue color entry. Okay, so you have to perform all these steps, right? And then confirm whether you are getting similar value or not. If you not get it, please inform me in the next lecture. I will discuss it once again. So can we say that we have converted NFA with epsilon to without epsilon? So had we identified delta dash? Had we identified the delta dash? Yes, this was our delta dash, this table, whole table, or we can say this machine. Okay. And whether we have identified f dash? Yes, we have also identified the f dash, which is having now three states, q0, q1, q2. Instead, in case of epsilon moves, it was having only single state, that is q2. Okay. So now you have an exercise. Now this is acting as your NFA. So you have to convert this NFA to DFA. Okay. So tomorrow somebody should share. If you are using laptop, somebody will be using, or even if not using, you just take the snap of it. So I want this type of diagram for DFA, right? This table and this, even if you are not able to show, you show me this as a DFA because this is an NFA, right? So